Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Okay, I'm having a conundrum on what I want to do today. So I need to film a tutorial for Sunday, which obviously by the time you're watching what I'm saying now, that you have already seen the tutorial. But I'm thinking of doing with my tutorials, among the other regular tutorials I've been doing, but also doing a little bit of like a little series that'll just be sprinkled here or there of altering my thrift store finds, because I do a lot of thrifting and probably going to do some this weekend. My kids are on fall break, and my friend Jenny, her daughter is also, or daughters are also on spring, or good gracious, fall break, because they go to school together, asked if we wanted to do a girls' day, which is where we go thrifting and then hit up Starbucks on the way home. And my daughter said yes, she was definitely in for that. So I will have probably some, what of a new haul. But anyway, I thought it might be kind of interesting because I get tons of questions on the things that don't fit me, what I do to make them fit me. So anyway, I just think anything I can do to promote thrifting is definitely worth it to me, because it's just, I think it's an important thing for sustainability. I think it's a great way to get things inexpensively. So from a financial standpoint, and also from an environmental standpoint, I think thrifting is great too, because then you're getting stuff that would normally go into landfills, and that's not good. So anyway, I think on Sunday I'm going to do my, I'm looking at it over there, I keep glancing at it, my wine-colored silk knit turtleneck. I'm going to show how I'm going to alter that. I just needed to do some tweaks to that to make it fit me better. So I'm going to kind of do it before and talk through, you know, the fit before and, you know, what I see, and then what my plans are for fixing it. And then I'm going to show you how I fix it, and then we'll do an after, so you can see the difference that those fixes make. So that's kind of my thought. I need to film it, obviously. I'm just not in the mood to film today. I'm clean. My hair is clean. I could go get myself gussied up and then do some filming today. It's just, I have to set up a lot of equipment to do any kind of a sew along or tutorial. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm just not in the mood. I'm actually, I also have a ton of stuff cut out right now. So I've got my Milas cut out, and those do have to be done before next Monday. That might actually be easier for me to do. I can film with my family home, because today's my kids' last day of school before fall break. And they're at school today. So I have, I don't have to help with any schooling today. So I'm kind of thinking I may just do some sewing, because I've got my Milas cut out. I've cut out all 4 pairs of my daughter's Averies. I did a big cutout session yesterday, and then I also have my daughter's Uvita cut out. Those aren't as necessary, other than our temperatures are dropped today, and then really tomorrow, well, I guess not today, but tomorrow they drop, and then Friday they really drop. So she's probably really going to be wanting those leggings here really soon, and that sweatshirt, but they can be pushed a little bit. That's something I can work on probably this weekend, because they'll give me permission to, she'll give me permission to do that. And I don't think they'll take very long, just a lot of serging. So yeah, so basically it's between sewing my Milas and filming the tutorial, which I could just wait and film the tutorial at some point this weekend. Get things set up. Maybe I can enlist my children to help. Anyway, that's the conundrum I'm having right now. On a side note, I've received a couple of wools from Minerva for blog posts, and I've really been thinking about them. I have 3 yards of each, or sorry, 3 meters of each, and I've really been thinking about coats. I love sewing coats. My good friend Cisa is doing the Jessica blazer right now, or she just finished the Jessica blazer right now, and she's been sending me all sorts of these updates, and I just love the tailoring. And actually in the Closet Core did their Thanksgiving sale, which things were 25% off, and I bought the newest pattern, which is the Elodie wrap dress. And then I also, her notions and kits and stuff, the ones that she had in stock were also on sale. So I bought one more, and I think I had to buy it in white. She didn't have any black left, of her tailoring kits, which that's just nice, because then you have everything that you need for the Jessica. I think I already have somewhere around here a black one, because when I bought the one for my mom's, I bought 2. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. And I think I bought black. So anyway, so I will have stuff to do a Jessica. And then I also purchased the Gertie's princess coat back when it first came out, whenever that was, 100 years ago it feels like. I think it was pre-COVID. It was like back in, or maybe right around the time of COVID, that kind of COVID hit. And I really, really really want to sew up that pattern. I think it's going to fit really well because she does all the cup sizes and that kind of thing, and she's so meticulous with her fitting. I also have her night and day dress pattern that I've never made up, and I'd like to make that one up as well. Those aren't ones I could do sew-alongs though for, because she does her own stuff. She has a Patreon account that you can join where she does a ton of that kind of thing and then releases like pattern hacks or like pattern add-ons. I'm very tempted, but I want to sew some of her stuff up because her stuff does definitely go vintage, which isn't really what I wear consistently. But I think that there's a lot of the silhouettes that can definitely be more modernized for my own style, because I am a soft classic, and that is kind of what I'm drawn to. I think a lot of those silhouettes can very easily go that way, just with, you know, the fabric and fit, really. I mean, I'm just not going to wear the undergarments that they wore in the 50s. I'm not going to wear a corset or a girdle or any of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, there's that. That's just not going to happen. So anyway, but I do love the look of all of them. They have a new Stanwick skirt that was released. There's a lot. In fact, I may add some to my, they're kind of expensive, but I've purchased the two that I do own of hers. I have both the printed copies, and they're so pretty, and the books are like it's like a book inside the instructions, and so I would like to continue. Then I can display them really nice with the printed patterns. It does mean I have to trace them, which I don't really like, but it's fine. So anyway, that is what I've got going on today, kind of what's been rattling around my brain. But yeah, I think just sitting here talking, I've kind of just made the decision that I'm going to sew today. We're going to work on the Milas. So I'm going to pull my computer out because I've got the instructions for those on that, turn on a movie, and yeah, let's get working. I've got everything interfaced. I just need to sew these up. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm stopping for today. I'm not finished with the Milas yet, but I'm pretty darn close. I just need to do the buttons on the side, which obviously, and then I need to do the hem, and I think I'm gonna need to take the hem up by quite a bit. I want to leave like an inch hem probably to do like a regular. I need to measure this. I haven't measured it. I just put them on and pinned it. But yeah, so I still need to do the hem, still need to do the buttons. I'm just not in the mood to do buttonholes today. I did go ahead and install the buttons and the buckles so I could try them on properly. I think they're gonna fit really well once I've shortened the hem. So yeah, I'm happy with, I did do some alterations. Actually, I shortened the legs before I even cut them out. I did a little scoop in the back crotch curve, which is something I do a lot because my butt goes out. But yeah, other than that, they fit really well, I think. So yeah, I'm so excited about these. Yeah, I was trying them on with the sweatshirt underneath, which was a little bulky. And I don't have the buttons on the side yet, so I can't really cinch it in all that it's going to be, but I think they're going to be really cute. Really cute. I was pinning it, but yeah, I'm so happy I found this fabric. So anyway, I still have a few things to do. It won't take me long. I just don't feel like doing the buttonholes. And I really want to do the buttonholes before I actually hem it. I think that's where I want it to be hemmed, I'm pretty sure, but I want to get the buttonholes in so I can make sure that the fit is just right before I, or good enough, before I actually do the hem. I want that to be the very last. So that is where I'm stopping for today. It's kind of like Friday for us today, even though it is Wednesday since fall break starts tomorrow. My husband's still working tomorrow and Friday, but that's very exciting. So I'm actually going to go up and eat lunch. My husband's working from home today. And I think maybe in about 30 minutes we're gonna run out since all the big stores are doing some of their like Black Friday type deals already. I think we're gonna go do a little bit of Christmas shopping for the kids. Just a couple of things that are on good sales right now. So that is the plan. I will see you guys, well, I don't know if I'll be down here sewing tomorrow or not. We'll have to wait and see what this fall break schedule looks like, but I'll definitely bring you guys along when I do. Hello everyone, happy Monday. Okay, so I have not talked to you, I don't think, since Thursday maybe? No, maybe it was even Wednesday. It's gonna be a shorter vlog. So we were on fall break. Did I check in on Thursday? I can't remember. I won't know until I go back and edit. But anyway, our fall break was Thursday and Friday last week, and then obviously the weekend. We get a very small, short fall break. But Thursday, what did we do? Thursday was a crappy, like a real rainy day. My kids just got a Switch, and so we spent the day playing video games and just being kind of all curled up. My husband was very jealous because he was working, still from home, but working. And then Friday, my son, it was cold, really cold, but sunny. My son had a friend over. They were outside, you know, running amok and everything else. And my daughter and I went with my friend Jenny and her 2 daughters, and we went thrifting. And while almost everything, I did thrift this t-shirt for myself. It's a little cooler red. I don't know, it's kind of a true red. We thought it worked okay, and it still had the tags on it. Like, I got it at Goodwill, I paid $4 for it, but it still had the original tags on it. It'd never been worn. It's a cotton spandex t-shirt in a red that I wear a lot. So, went ahead and grabbed that, and then we also went consignment shopping, which, for those of you not in the US, a consignment shop is where it's secondhand clothes, like a thrift shop, but it's where usually it's nicer things because people will bring it to the shop and the shop will sell it for them, and then they get a percentage and the shop gets a percentage. So usually it's a little bit higher end things, a little nicer things. You don't have to dig quite as much, but we did hit some of the consignment stores too, and I came away with a ton of stuff for my daughter. We found all sorts of sweaters for her for the upcoming season, but look what I found with the tags still on it. It is a J. Crew bag. It's coming across as really orange, but it's that red that goes orange. My red, that power red. So as you can tell, this is a cooler red that I'm wearing. I love this so much. It still has the tags. It's a J. Crew leather purse, like a good size. Look at that fun tassel. So I mean, it's never been used because I like the J. Crew tag is still in there. And then all of the bits and pieces, you know, all of the like little tags and stuff are all still inside the purse. I mean, it's like beautiful. It still has, they had it filled with those things for the display. It closes, it has 2 zippered pockets obviously, and then it closes magnetically there in the center. Oh my gosh, folks, I paid $20 for this. $20. I won the day. It was so much fun though. It was all day long. The girls petered out. My friend Jenny, her oldest daughter has a license. She's 16. And so, I don't know, about halfway through, about lunchtime really, she took the younger 2, my daughter and her friend, back home. And Jenny and I went and had lunch outside. There's a really good local restaurant down, Broad Ripple is an area kind of right outside of downtown Indianapolis. It's kind of a hipster kind of funky area in Indianapolis, and we ate outside at a really good restaurant. It was like a perfect day. Anyway, we did that on Friday. Sorry, I have gum in my mouth. I know that's gross. I always forget and pop a piece in right before I talk to you. So we did that on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I was just hanging out with the family. I didn't do any sewing at all this weekend. So temperatures have dropped. Hold on. I'm sorry, that it really is gross. So temperatures have dropped. And my daughter got a whole bunch of sweaters that we think will look like some oversized ones that we think will be really cute with leggings, but she has no leggings right now. She's like, I don't have any leggings. I was like, well, you do. You've got 4 pairs cut out. She's like, well, they've been sewn? I'm like, no. Anyway, it's like the high today is like 48 and it's raining, so it's miserable outside. It's so cold. And it's an at-home day today, so there was their first day back, and it's a virtual day. And she, I think, would really like to have a pair of leggings on right now with one of her oversized sweaters. She's in jeans instead. But I'm going to set you guys up on the tripod and just time-lapse you while I quickly make up 4 pairs of Helen's Closet Avery leggings. Yeah. So, and I know a couple people have been commenting on the time lapses that I'm not showing you what I'm doing. Which is true, it's not a sew along, but if you are interested in more of those type of videos, I do very like up to detail, right up in my business, you know, showing you everything for my sew alongs that go up on Sundays. So if you are looking for more of that kind of thing, I do have it on the channel. It's just on Sundays and not so much the weekly vlog. So anyway, that's why I just do the time lapse, because it's less I have to set up and I can sew faster. Yeah, it's a little less work for me, a lot less work for me. Anyway, and then it's just me taking you along. And so, yeah, I'll just set you up, time lapse you, and then I can show you the finished leggings. All right, let's do this. Okay, so there you have it. Ooh, I have sewn 4 pairs of leggings. It took me right at about an hour to sew all 4 pairs, and then another, a little less actually, than 15 minutes to hem all 4 pairs. She's actually already taken them upstairs. She was literally standing here. I'm all out of tags, and it's really hard to tell the front from the back on those leggings. So I have some fabric markers, and I was just marking her name in the back waistband of the pants on the inside, obviously, so that she can easily tell which is the back. I need to get more tags badly. I'd like some TomKat Stitchery tags, honestly. I had some and just ran out, and then I was just using some of those Kylie in the Machine fun ones, but I'm also out of those. So I just need to figure out where I want to order some TomKat Stitchery tags and then get those ordered, so I can be putting those in my stuff. Anyway, so I got those 4 done, and she's already scurried them off to her room. I tell you what, the Avery leggings by Helen's Closet are so easy to make. They're so quick, and they have a gusset, so they're really comfortable to wear. A couple different height options, like you can do like an ultra high rise or just like a high rise, so they can keep you all nice. She likes the ultra. She likes them to be pretty high. I shouldn't say ultra. There's like a higher and then like a lower one, so whichever one you would want to use. But yeah, she's very excited. That fabric's been sitting there for a little bit. I ordered that a while ago. So I'm glad that they're made up into leggings now that she can wear them. And again, she bought some oversized sweaters. We were thrifting on Friday, and so they're like perfect to wear over leggings. Like she could wear those to school because they're almost like a dress almost. You know, they're just like really they cover her butt. Really oversized sweaters. So that is what I have done today. I'm still waiting on, I'm going to sew up that Uvita for her at some point, but I think I told you guys I ran out of fabric when I was cutting it out because I was going to make a dress, which is the Miss Ruby Tuesday dress from One Petal Lane for her. And I was cutting out the patterns simultaneously when I was doing that. It's super wide fabric that I used. It's a tinsel. It's called tinsel jersey, but it's totally a Ponte weight. From Minerva, and it's like 66 inches wide, so it's really, really wide, and I had 2 meters of it, and I thought surely I could get, because that Uvita is almost like a dress-ish. It's definitely tunic length, and I did the hood and the longer sleeves with the finger hole cuffs and a kangaroo pocket and stuff, which was probably a little ambitious, and then I was doing the skirt that we chose for the Mr. B Tuesday dress is a half circle skirt, which obviously takes up a lot of fabric. So I was able to get everything cut out except for the bodice of the dress, which needs such a little amount of fabric. So I've ordered another meter from Minerva, and it should be here this week. Of course, I went ahead and threw a couple of other pieces of fabric in there because why not? Although their shipping is very reasonable. It's like £5. British pounds for shipping internationally, no matter what you're buying. But I think it's free shipping if you spent £100. And I was buying that I went to Minerva to buy, because I was trying to find the same fabric so that I could cut out the bodice of that dress. I think I can also get maybe like a pencil or more fitted skirt out of that 1 meter for her as well, since it's so wide. And I will need very little for the bodice. It's so frustrating. But I wanted some real drapey fabric for an Elodie dress by Closet Case Patterns, or Closet Core Patterns, because I bought that when they were having their Thanksgiving sale. And that is a fabric hungry dress. And I want to make the midi length one with the longer, flittier sleeves. So it needs like 4 yards of fabric, I think, or close. Anyway, I did not have any kind of, I wanted to do it, I didn't have anything drapey that much yardage. So I didn't have anything, a rayon or silk or anything that I had that much yardage of. So I ordered some tinsel twill for a very good price from Minerva. And then what else did I get? I feel like there's something else in there. So then it was just like, you know, oh, you're only so much away from 100. So instead of spending £5, you know, I spent an extra, 40 so I could get fabric, which makes no sense. I don't need fabric. I can't remember what else I got, to be honest. God, I hemmed and hawed over it forever before I finally placed that order. Anyway, it should be here this week. It was shipped, well, I think I got a shipment notification either on Thursday or Friday last week, and it typically takes right at about a week for things to actually arrive here. So, yeah, I would expect by the end of the week. So anyway, I'm gonna wait for that fabric to get here so that I can go ahead and cut out the bodice for that dress, and then I can sew the dress and the Uvita at the same time, because obviously I'll use the same thread. You know how weird I get about that. So I actually have kind of a secret project that I'm working on. It's actually a secret project from last year, but now things are happening with this secret project. And so I'm gonna be able to share everything with you the 1st of November-ish. I can't remember exactly the dates, but it's at the front part of November. So I do have some sewing I need to get done with that. Kind of some secret sewing. But I might be able to just show you guys because you won't know what I'm sewing or working on. Anyway, it's going to be stuff that's going to cartwheel my module that I'm working on for the work from home module. It's going to be stuff that's going to expand that. So it's exciting. Anyway, that's all I've got. Today starts my 100 days of watercolor, my 100-day project that I'm starting. If you saw that video that I did, just trying to expand my creativity a little bit. I'm going to see if just doing 100 days of a different art and an art that does not have any purpose, you know, like most of the creativity that I do or creative outlet that I use is functional. So sewing and knitting, all that kind of stuff has more of a functional side, which is fine. It's still very creative, but I wanted to do something that was completely, had no purpose. You know, it was just creating for the sake of creating, to see if I can't get, just to see what happens with my creativity by the end of the 100 days. So I've chosen to just do at least 10 minutes of watercolor painting every day. So I have a little area set up upstairs, and I think I have time today to do more than 10 minutes. So I was gonna get started on the project. Today is day 1, and I'm gonna be documenting that on Instagram, but I'll probably come on here and talk about it. This takes me to I think January 26th is the end of the 100 days, which is crazy. We're that close to the end of the year. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna go upstairs and do some watercolor painting. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Okay, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that today is the first day since March 13th that I am home alone all day. Now, I've had a few pockets of home alone time, but for the most part, because my husband's working from home and the kids are on the hybrid schedule, someone's usually here with me. And it's so weird because before March 13th, 5 days a week, that was my norm. I'm here by myself, my husband's at work, the kids are at school. And now we've kind of got this new normal. Anyway, my husband's just back in the office 2 days a week, then he works from home the other 3. So I really, and because of the kids every other day, like hybrid schedule, I will only be getting 1 day a week at home by myself. But you know what? Today's the first day. We're going to embrace that. Almost to the point where I'm like, I want to do all the things. Although I should be fair, I don't really fix lunch for anyone, even when everyone's home anyway. Breakfast and dinner are what they get. Lunch is kind of up to everyone. Do you want to come up here? You don't know what to do with yourself. Come here. My office partner is back with me though, because I'm the only one. Come here, come on this side. Oh, she's so particular. Okay, fine. There she is. Because she's been sleeping under the desk in my, let me adjust this a little bit. She's been sitting under the desk at underneath my husband because he doesn't move. You know, he's kind of there for the day. And I move around too much for her, I think. You know, I'm upstairs, downstairs, everywhere. So even though this afternoon, I have the day until 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock is when everything kind of goes haywire a little bit. I've got to get dinner ready because my son, we're carpooling, thank goodness. My son will get dropped off from jazz band just in time to get ready to go to soccer practice. And he eats lunch or dinner between that, like a super early dinner. Because then I'm picking him up early from soccer practice and he goes to his church life group on Tuesday nights. And it's my turn to bring he and his best friend home from that. So, so there'll be a lot of time in the car. But until 4 o'clock, my time is my own. Anyway, okay, I want to tell you what I'm thinking about. I am still waiting to do my daughter's Uvita until the Minerva fabric arrives, which I would anticipate maybe Thursday it would be here. But we'll see. Kind of in the way. And I do need to start the sew along for the jeans. That needs to happen this week. I may wait and do that on Thursday though. mostly just I'm in the mood to play, and I kind of like to envelop that a little bit. I also need to do my painting before everyone gets home, because it's going to be crazy once everyone gets home. So maybe after lunch I'll pull out and do just a little bit of watercolor, which is just really fun. Okay, but I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. So I have kind of a sizable amount of Minerva fabric that I need to get made into things for blog posts for them. And one of which is the Uvita that I'm making for my daughter. It's cut, it's just waiting. But I have these two wools, and I'm just such in the mood to do some tailoring. So I have this beautiful, oh, it's good, it's coming across green, this bottle green wool. I could have sworn it said it was a wool flannel. This is not a wool flannel. It actually has a little bit of stretch to it in the cross grain, just a little bit, which I think would make it an extremely comfortable suiting fabric for all sorts of things. And I have I think I have 3 meters. What do I have of this? Yeah, I have 3 meters of this, and it's fairly lightweight. Like, this could definitely be dress weight. Or a jacket, you know, like not a coat, but like a blazer or a jacket. Doesn't, you know, have to be necessarily blazer, but a jacket of some sort. So I have this one, and it has a very subtle pattern on it. Very, very subtle. Kind of a twill, well, kind of a, maybe a herringbone. I don't know, it's very pretty. It's very pretty. So I've got that one. And I've got this one this is definitely more coating. And I showed you guys this. This is the one that I bought the yarn to go with it, so it's going to be a coat. So I've got some options. I have got 2 of the charm patterns by Gertie that I've not made up, or I just have 2, and I've not made up either yet. The first one is the princess coat, and I really think, I have 3 meters of this red too, and I really think I want to make a princess coat out of this. And I think I want to do, she has a whole bunch of options. These are such pretty patterns. I don't know if you've played with any of, I mean, here's like a whole bunch of the versions, and they definitely go a little more retro, vintage looking, which is not necessarily my personal aesthetic, although I love to look at it. But oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with like the faux fur collar. And I have some faux fur that I think would just be beautiful. And I just love the idea. So one of the versions in this, well, here's like some different, it's like a pick your own adventure type thing with the different sleeves. But one of the versions is kind of a peplum jacket, just with the straight tailored sleeves, that I think would be, because I don't think I have enough to do. I really love the lantern sleeve. I think that'd be pretty amazing. But I don't know that a crop jacket is really, although maybe. I just like the idea of the pebble. I love the idea of the full coat, but I don't have enough fabric for that. It's a very fabric hungry pattern because it's such a full skirt. But I think I can do the tailored sleeve with the peplum and then do a faux collar. God, there's 2 sleeve lengths, but I think I would do the longer sleeves. It's just such a cute, I mean, I don't know. I just was totally gobsmacked on this one when it came out. I love those lantern sleeves. I really want to do a full coat with the lantern sleeves at some point. But again, the way she has the fabric yardage that's required is a little, so you can go through and pick your combinations. So for instance, it's with the layout. So, you know, for the bodice, it says of, you know, 60-inch wide fabric, which is what mine is, sizes 2 through 10. And I think that I decided I'm a 10 with a D cup in her patterns. Is that right? See, I have to find the size chart again. I think that's right. Maybe it's just, yeah, I think. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'm like a 10 with the D/double D cup. Because the 10 is a high bust of 37. I'm technically a high bust of 36. The 8 is a high bust of 35. And I could do, I don't know. I don't know what would be better. Is it better to go down or up? Anyway, I guess I would just need to kind of look through here, because I could also do an 8. What's the waist on an 8? Waist is a 30-inch waist, where a 10 is a 32-inch waist, which is what my waist is. but my hips are like a size 4. Although the hips don't matter on this kind of coat. Anyway, that's what I'm messing around with. So I kind of want to look at that. Now, because this is a printed pattern and these are quite pricey because they do come with like an entire book of instructions, I'm going to trace my pattern definitely, 100%. And then I also have the night and day dress, which is, let's see, 3 different skirts, 2 different bodices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sleeves, and then there are 2 different like collar options that you could choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where does 6? I guess sleeveless would be 6. Okay, so it's got 3 skirts, 6 sleeves, I guess sleeveless would be 6, and 2 collars, giving you 72 dress designs in one package. That just really appeals to me. And here the size chart, well, it's the same size chart. Yeah, I don't know what I would do. Probably a 10. I think that would just be more comfortable. Anyway, I thought that with my bottle green that could be a really cool dress to do, to pick some of the different elements. And I kind of really love this skirt. I think that could be really cool. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been wanting to make, both of these, and I think that would be great with this fabric from Minerva. And then I have a couple of blouse weight fabrics that need to be made up from them. And then I've got a knit and then a heavier cotton. And that's everything, which is, I mean, a sizable amount. I do need to get working on those. Anyway, that's kind of what I have going on today. So I think I'm going to and I'm working on the secret project. I hate to be so. I think it's going to be announced on November 6th. And then the 9th through the 16th maybe is, because it's going to be 8 days of kind of a, it's not a blog tour, 8 days of kind of, because it's all just going to be pictures and stuff on social media, Facebook and Instagram and stuff, but it's 8 days of that, and I think it's the 9th, so it'll be announced on the 6th, but then the 9th through the 16th is kind of the, I believe that's right, when people are going to be sharing stuff. So I need basically to have everything done that I want to do by the 9th. And again, I have quite a few things that were done. There was some testing involved in this project, and I was part of that last year. So anyway, I do have some stuff already done. Okay, so that's what I've got. So I need to do some planning for that. I want to, I may look at the McCall's jeans pattern, but I may just wait until Thursday to mess with that. So I think today's just going to be a lot of like assessing things, planning. But yeah, I'll definitely take you along, and if no sewing is done today, which is a possibility, I might just be in planning mode today, then I'll definitely just check in and let you know what I was able to accomplish today. It's just so freeing to have the house to myself. So, okay, I'll check back in. Bye. Okay, so I have done some sewing. I just can't show you what it is yet. But you guys will see it soon. But anyway, I've pulled, it's basically I'm making up a little module that's going to kind of cartwheel off of the module that I'm doing for the work from home module sew along. So obviously those colors are chocolate brown, camel, and olive green. And so I've pulled some fabric. I'm just going to kind of show you what I'm thinking. I'm not going to use all of these. Some of them I'm more sure of than others. So I actually... I'm not going to show it to you because it's already a garment, but it's that gabardine that I was trying to decide between for my Chandler pants and Fior skirt, and I actually went with the crepe for the Fior skirt instead of the gabardine. I used the gabardine for this garment, which is a camel. I've pulled this ponte, this camel ponte, out of my stash. It's from Joann's. It's a very thick ponte. I'm not really sure how much I have, but it's a possibility. The color I want to introduce is this kind of cranberry color. This is some fabric that I bought at Style Makers since their fall release. I just really loved it. I bought this, and I also bought this sweater knit. They go together so well. I have a feeling that both of these are probably going to find their way into this little project I'm working on. And then this fabric, let me hold it up. That has, so it's got that red in it, that kind of a cranberry red, but obviously the mustardy, camel-y background. And then there's some of the olive green in there, a little bit of blue. It's a rayon challis. So I bought all 3 of these together from Style Makers. Anyway, I really like the way that those look. Those 3 will most likely be going into this little module. I'm making 7 things, which sounds like a lot, but all 7 of these are really easy things. Stylish, but easy. I'm trying not to give too much away. So it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. So there's those 3. And then I'm really contemplating doing something with my faux leather that I got from Joann's. Although, I'm not sure about this one, for this little grouping that I'm doing. Because I also thought that so there's some stretch to this. Maybe, I kind of want to do it. I really want to do a pair of pants out of this, to be honest. I kind of thought about the Chandler pants, but I don't think this is going to be too thick, I think, for the elastic in the back. So I think I need something with just a standard waistband. I love this so much. I wonder if I could even do... So I thought I could do like a pair of stretch jeans kind of with it. Because it has this like a micro suede on the inside, so it would be comfortable against the skin to not be lined. But then I also, I don't know, kind of like the idea of a tailored pair of pants out of this. I don't know. I put this one in. The color goes really well with everything else, so we'll see about that one. Then I also have this faux suede. I bought it at Joann's last year. It is also stretchy. I love this stuff. I used it in testing last year in a different colorway, but I have it in this chocolate brown too. I was actually bought it in the chocolate brown to make a La Paz jacket from Itch to Stitch for the spring module, but I ended up just using that Ponte for that jacket. So anyway, I have this still. It just feels lovely. It's a faux suede. And then I've got this boucle that I thrifted that you all saw that has that red that runs through it, in addition to some like gold camel colors and some of those muted browns, a little bit of black. And then there's some like rose kind of colors that are in there. And then I also thrifted this, which is a polyester lining that I think would be good for a jacket, obviously. I don't feel like I'm giving away much there. So yes, I think that that's definitely a go as well for what I'm wanting to do. And then, what else do I have here? Finally, I've got, this is a rayon, it's kind of I call it a raisin color that I got from Zinks when I was there shopping for stuff for my daughter. And it looks really good with that tweed boucle. It doesn't, I don't know how I feel necessarily about it with any of the other colors though. It goes really well with the boucle, but I don't know how I feel about it against the chocolate or even against the burgundy. So I don't know, this one may not stay in there. I may substitute it something else for this as well. But anyway, that's what I've been playing around today. So I've got, and all these fabrics were actually pulled when I was trying to make my decisions for my work from home module so long. They've just been kind of in a pile. And actually you can see on the floor there, those are the corduroys back there. I have 3 corduroys that I had pulled. They're not going to play a part in this little module that I'm doing. But definitely probably at some point this winter. And I have a few others that are pulled that'll probably definitely be sewn up this winter, but just not yet. There's a lot of fabric on my floor, actually. Then I have some burnt orange. I want to play around with some burnt orange. I love the burnt orange with this burgundy color. I think it's a really fun pairing. So that'll be something probably different as well. But like a different little module that can kind of come and play with the other stuff. So anyway, that's what I've really been up to today. But I have done some sewing. So I'm feeling very productive. I have about 30 minutes, so I'm going for the bus. So I'm going to get the vlog all edited and uploaded and get all of that done, because then life's going to get crazy for the rest of the evening. So I hope you've enjoyed following me around this week. I'm not sure how long the vlog's going to be today. I apologize if it's short. But yeah, we'll be back at some more sewing next week. Okay, I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you the next time. Bye.